Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Chief Audit Executive Briefing. Hey, this week I want to talk to you a little bit about the Chief Audit Executive Survey. So back in January, sent out a message, had a lot of people respond back. We've been collecting the data, and this week we're going to release those results. So first off, to everybody here on the briefing, you will have first access to that information. So be watching your email for later this week. There's going to be a message with a link for you to be able to go out and download the report. So we're just putting a couple finishing touches on the report. And there's also going to be a corresponding video that I'm going to do as well, where I'm going to talk about and kind of get into more detail about some of these different areas. Now, I'll show you right now. I've got some little charts here that are going to end up into it, and just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an overview, a little bit of a sneak peek of what you're going to see later this week. Now, the way I'm releasing it is actually I've created a free course. So anybody who is on the Chief Audit Executive Briefing can have access to this course. What it has is all of the archives of the different briefings we've done so far, as well as different resources and things like this, like the Chief Audit Executive Survey for 2020, that you can go out and look at the video and download the report directly from that online course. So this does a couple things. It makes sure that only people who are supposed to get it can get it, which is important because I want you to have access to it. And not everybody to be able to grab it off of a website somewhere. The other thing is I know many of you do not have time each week to go through and take a look at the emails. So this course actually, like I said, it's an archive of all of the different briefings. If you want to go back and watch one again, take a look at some of that stuff, all of that will be there, as well as resources like the survey. Now, I talked to you before about I'm also working on a report right now on how to get budget and resources. That's another example of these type of documents that are going to end up in that course. So if you haven't already, down below in the email is the link for you to be able to go out, sign up for that free class. You just have to register, and the course will be in your profile there, so you can actually take a look at that. So again, want to make sure that you know of that. There'll also be a link in the email that'll go out this week, but I just want to make sure everybody was aware of that. Now, as I've gone through and looked at it, there's some pretty clear things that we see from this as far as top challenges and top opportunities. So on the challenges side, there were two specific things that were by and far some of the biggest things that you are concerned about as being challenges for this year. Excuse me. And one we've already started to talk about, which is budget and resources. And you're going to have to wait until later on this week to learn what the second one is that we're going to start talking about as well. Now, as far as the top opportunities, again, there was a little bit more of a distribution on this, but the biggest one is the opportunity to show the value of advisory work in your organization. So we're going to spend some more time talking about that as well. Like I said, some of that will be in the survey report itself. Others, I'll actually record some things coming to you on future episodes of the Chief Audit Executive Briefing. So with that, I'm going to kind of cut it off this week because I got to go back to finishing all the reports so you can get it this week. So make sure check for your email this week to be able to see the 2020 Chief Audit Executive Survey results. Take care, have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.